Jada Emperor checking in once again. Y'all already know what time it is. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Y'all know how we get down. I appreciate the love and support, likes, comments, and subscribes. If this ends up resonating, if you want me to pick up on your energy, comment. We're going to start off with those Sagittarius singles, and then we'll do a couple spread right after, touching on the topics of love, sex, romance, and relationships, right? And it is 18 and up explicit content. Yes, I do, cuz OnlyFans coming soon. So stay tuned. What does Sagittarius need to know? Ooh, we had 2 fall on the floor. And I'm really just freestyling. I got all these bars and shit, and I ain't even trying to rhyme. When you slick like that, you just slick like that. But what does Sagittarius need to know? So what flipped out? They ain't doing it. They ain't getting the job done. They ain't getting the job done. I see you sending them on their way and all that old type of shit. You just ain't getting the job done. Okay, I see you either all in your head thinking about a Virgo, or you all in your head thinking about wanting someone, and that's the energy that let's see. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting someone, but what? Okay, you want someone you can be locked in on some kinky shit with. Believe it or not, there's some people out there that like to have sex all day, multiple rounds all day. They can just go like that. They got a high sex drive. There's others out there who like to have once a day, one round a day, or a couple rounds a day, or once a couple times a week. You know what I mean? So it's like this. They not matching your freak for real. Maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. Maybe I'm just too G for you. Maybe I'm just too street, bitch. Kodak said that. So let me find out, Sagittarius, y'all dealing with a Gemini? This is how I channel. I know y'all he graphic. I said it's going to touch on love, sex, romance, and relationships. And it's 18 and up explicit content. I hope the cheering in the other room. Because I ain't got no cheering around here in now room. You know, I'm in the privacy of my own home. In my studio dropping this game. So Sagittarius, get spiritual. Why? The Hierophant is showing this. Oh, I can show the Hierophant. I almost tweaked out, but I can't show the lovers though. So with the love, it's the Hierophant and the lovers. So if you want to know how to attract someone, I'm not saying use spirituality to attract who you want, but when you approach people, specifically for men, when you approach women, are you talking about God? Are you trying to elevate that young lady's mind? Or are you just trying to lust after her? Because if you lusting after her, how can she lust after you? But if you show her a higher road on some real peace shit, man. And for the women, it's saying if you want true love, you got to act like a nun. Or you got to move as thou. You don't just get with a nigga and become a wife. You a wife from day one, even while you single. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that, you a woman every day you wake up. You ain't got no choice. So you either is or you ain't. The cards is ready, so let's go ahead and pull it. So, man, why I keep showing that? So the first card out was the Moon card. So there's obviously secrets, emotions, or whatever the case may be within your single life. And then you're caught up either between 2 people or X and somebody else, or you're just caught up between dealing with people and your spirituality in general. And you do want to explore and see what else is out there. You know what I mean? Sending pics back and forth, sizing each other up and all that old type stuff. She want to see how big it is. You want to see what it's talking about and all that extra stuff, right? So it's saying a date, current energy dates. You could be going on dates, wanting to go on dates, but then again, judgment. It's always that judgment, right? You're in the current energy of judgment. You already see shit for what it is, and then the Capricorn. I'm sorry, you could be dealing with the Capricorn, and then the Devil card. So signs I'm seeing is Cancer, Pisces, and then Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, right. And then there's a lot of people involved too. You may be one of their sex partners if you are in a situationship, and then they may also be involved with someone who's involved with someone else. So it's just too many flavors in the Kool-Aid. I will say though, you have a lot of love to give, and continue to keep that good heart and continue to want to give and serve your man. If you're a feminine woman, and continue to take control and be able to receive the love and lead the woman the right way. If you're a man, because the Emperor card came out as well. Can't show it to you. We go, and this is in the advice. The Knave. All right, let's take women out of it. I'm just gonna talk from a Sagittarius perspective. We're gonna run through it one time. Let's pull the last two cards. Oh, the world. You're being divinely guided already. Oh, okay. So, Sagittarius. Doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. Let's take that out of it, right? Hell, you don't even gotta be a Sagittarius. You hide how you feel. You mask it. And it's okay to mask it because honestly, you can't be vulnerable with certain people. That's why people prefer the book of reading because they know it's confidentiality. They ask to record it, but I don't record. I don't need to record nothing. I make record videos and upload them on YouTube. I'm a content creator. But what I'm saying is, your emotions are getting in the way of your actual spirituality, and it's not like you can't have these sexual experiences to want to be up and have sex all day, or lay up and chill when you want to, or like, travel the world with the love of your life, or be in a loving. But when you must find that balance, until you must acknowledge who you truly are, you're you're a freak. You know what I mean? So that's why you want to explore options. You may want to see who's gonna match my freak, who's my person. You may even want a person as well, but this the single spread, right? So let's pull the advice. That's current energy, right? That outcome, the Emperor. You still gonna have something to give. I want to give. Some of y'all are actually giving to an ex still because you can't help it. You so feminine, you just want to give in, and then. Whoever it is, someone from the past who you not want you, but they're irrelevant. And then 10 of Swords. That ain't gonna turn out to it. Okay, we got the 10%. Then by start acting like a Sagittarius. Okay, feminine energy. Okay, you're in your. Okay, this reading, whether you're a man or woman, I'm picking up on feminine energy. So it's either this reading is about a feminine woman, and then for the men, you in your feelings, and that be the goddamn problem. How many times did I say get out your feelings and get in your bag? Maybe I said it just once today, but that's the problem here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I done cracked the code on it now. It took me about 7 minutes. It usually don't take that long for me to crack y'all down, but that's what's going on. So some of y'all are dealing with an ex, hoping that they make it work and they be your emperor, and then you got a kinky side. You trying to find somebody that can match your kinky side, and then outside of that, you and your feelings in general. Even though you hide it, you can hide it, but it's coming up in the reading that you and your feelings. How do I know you and your feelings? Okay, see, okay, that came out. I flash it to you. This is considered the Queen of Swords, but it's a woman sitting on the throne with another woman in there, a mistress who's even just as fine, sucking her, like on her knees, sucking her boob, and maybe one hand up the dress. Who knows? But it's kind of graphic like that. So it's letting me know that you desiring sex. That's more of a feminine. It's natural for me, but like it's a feminine energy. Doesn't matter the sex. That's what's letting me know you still desire this. You still want this. You want this so bad. Even at the extent of a Queen of Swords type of outcome. But it says you think someone is lying, and they are. It also says you equals a tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. I don't know. I feel like the singles was really needing my help right here, but we're going to move on to them couples. Singles, if you're interested in booking everything you need to know about me, linked in the description. If you want to hit me up on IG, I mean, I'll take a compliment like, hey, you cute. But if you actually trying to book, or hey, you handsome, shit, like, if you actually trying to book, let me know. I receive a lot of compliments and comments and feedback every day, but you know what I mean? I can only do so much. But again, no complaints. I'm just setting my boundaries and letting it be known what it is and what it ain't. You know, real peace shit, man. Real peace shit, man. When I say peace shit, I ain't even talking about the pimping. It could be the pimping, but I'm talking about these principles. See, this is what's going on for them Sagittarius couples. You got to know how to set boundaries and stand on your principles. See, when you set them boundaries and then you got principles to stand on, it allows you not to lose yourself in relationships. Now, I'm just channeling. I ain't even looked at no cards yet, but this is the energy going on for them Sagittarius couples. Boyfriends, girlfriends, main chick, side chick, wifey, hubby, situationship, you living in with them. Y'all got a soul tie together. Probably some other type of tie together. You want them to chase you, or you all over. They feel like you all over them or something like that. They feel like you doing too much. Feelings are mutual here. I don't know who you're in a connection with. It's not coming up as karmic, but the tower. Oh, yep, devil, tower. Yeah, devil's at the bottom of the deck. So it's definitely giving a sex-based connection. Drop something, drop the lighter. It's definitely giving a sex-based connection, but it doesn't have to be. It could be materialistic or superficial in that way. How do you feel, though? You expect this to go somewhere, or do you want it to? How do they feel? They don't want to move forward because of a specific thing y'all didn't agree on, or there's a specific pet peeve that they cannot move past. Like, you did this one thing and I'll never forgive you. I'll date you, but I'll always hold it over your head. Toxic type situation, right? They feel like you're overbearing, right? That's how they feel, or that's how the connection feels. Even if y'all still have sex or connected, y'all are not on the same page mentally. That's the secret. Y'all want two different things. This is starting to sound like a repeat. It's Sagittarius is saying keep secrets, keep your moves to yourself. Back to how you feel. You pulling back sexually, or you should. How do they feel? They still think you're in it, they still think this can go somewhere, and y'all are still into each other. Like, if y'all have sex or makeup or whatever, everything's back to normal. But again, the secret, the relationship ain't going nowhere in reality. In the activities and hoe vibes, someone either likes to get slutted out, or they're like in that industry. You know what I mean? Nothing against people in that industry, the content creator or whatever the case type industry, like the prime and anything like that, or the street stuff. That, or someone likes to get slutted out, smutted out, or BDSM. We can make it a little bit more vanilla, even though that's still a little crazy. But back to how the advice is focus on the foundation, right? Back to how you feel. You're uninterested. You're like, you're connected, having sex, but you really don't want to be with them for real, Sag. And that's on the cool. Your head is elsewhere. They feel you holding back. Meanwhile, they got more feelings for you while you holding back. They knee deep in the feelings, and y'all have telepathy. That's how your partner's able to catch you cheating. I just knew. I ain't have proof, but I just knew. Then they finally get their proof. You think they intuition wasn't going off? And y'all got soul ties, sharing fluids and all that stuff. Y'all think y'all ain't thinking the same, doing the same things? It's almost like right before you go cheat. As a man, I've done this before. Right before I'm about to go cheat, when I was a cheater. Yeah, I'm grown ass man. I'm 27. I used to cheat when I was about 19, 20. 18, matter of fact, all the way up till I was about 19, 20. When I moved out my mama's house and I stopped lying to my mama, I stopped lying to women. I said, you know what, look, it is what it is, baby. I'm a player. You might be able to you can be the number one, but you can't be the only one. It just come with the lifestyle. Like, 'cause I'm not a regular degular, and I cut chicks off who try to treat me regular. Less about me, but they're hoping the relationship can go somewhere. You know what I mean? It's a lot of mental manipulation stuff going on, secrets and stuff that y'all know. There's potential for it, but someone is not bored in a relationship. They feel like this ain't going nowhere, so I'm tired of playing my role. Okay, so they're selfish. That's what this is. That's what this is, Sagittarius. They're selfish. They just want what they want. Or you need to be selfish. You need to get what you want. Put money first. Get out your feelings and get in your bag. Court them if you still want to be with them. It's just a sex thing, and they want to go crazy and have fun. It might not even just be about sex. They just want to go crazy and have fun. When y'all have sex, y'all feel like you love each other, or when y'all are apart and y'all think about each other, you feel like you love this person. Or it's when y'all are being intimate, y'all feel like y'all in love. The secret is y'all gonna keep fucking. And then you need to move on, and you wanted to, or travel long distance. But what's the overall advice? Y'all are still too into each other to even want to break up. Whatever this is, y'all are still too invested to even want or desire to break up. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the mind games. It says family shit is getting on your nerves. Everyone could use a little fucking break. Just say those 5 little words. You decide where to eat. So, okay, with everyone can use a little break. Obviously, family shit is affecting the relationship. And then with you decide what to eat, they just want you to take control, be dominant, or just say what's up. Say, hey, we finna go eat Chipotle, and then just go eat it. Like, you decide what to eat. Like. Okay, Sag, we're reading for the couples. I'm kind of iffy about them couples. I'm like, what the fuck y'all got going on? But I guess I'm reading two into it because like I'm not a Sagittarius, so I'm trying not to read. Like, take it personal, but let's pull a card for each sign. What the fuck y'all got going on? What going on around here? And I got to stay hydrated. You dig me? All right. This is Sagittarius dealing with each sign, all the way from Aries to Pisces. Bear with me. Let me shuffle. I'm using that little smaller deck now. Bear with me as I shuffle and get into the energy. Man, it feels so crazy. Like, yeah, just being able to connect with y'all, tapping in. I'm so blessed and grateful. That's the point of the internet, man. We can connect with these people who want to, who kind of like the reading yesterday, who want to be saved and who want to be helped. And there are others out there. So you can't focus on the negative people or the ones who are on the other side. Be aware of the other side. Be aware of your enemy. But at the end of the day, Sagittarius, it's just, we just here to just wake everybody up, but not in the way of, oh, you got to wake the whole world up. The change that you start to make within will reflect your outer world. We got the world. We got the hermit and the world. When I split it, let's pull it. If you're dealing with an Aries, they want to lay up and chill. If you're dealing with a Taurus, who am I on, Sagittarius? If you're dealing with a Taurus, they got feelings for you, or they want you, or they support you, the Empress. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Queen of Swords, they gonna cut you off. You're gonna cut them off. That's the plan. If you're dealing with a Cancer, too romantic. I don't like it. If you're dealing with a Leo, keeping secrets, it will be revealed. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they want to control you or dominate you or get their way. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Emperor, they want to dominate you, or this is a masculine figure, or this is a brother, husband, or it's saying do what you really want to do on some masculine shit. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, he's cutting off a piece of her hair in the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like everything but love. So like this person will pretend like they want to be with you for love, but it's everything but love type shit. Nine of Pentacles. Why? Because he cutting a piece of her hair off. Why you cutting a piece of her hair off? What, you finna do some voodoo with that shit? And see, that's what I be talking about. Libra, I'm sorry, I already did Libra. Sagittarius, dealing with a Sagittarius, the Hierophant. So you're a sex guy, so you like having multiple sex options. Okay. If you're dealing with the Capricorn, the Wheel of Fortune, they got options, and you ain't the only one. If you're dealing with a Aquarius, it's one-sided, or there's a need for balance, or there's a need to acknowledge your dark side and stop acting perfect, or they to break the ice. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, there may be sex, but it ain't gonna evolve past sex. It's gonna be a relationship, a sex-based connection wrapped up in a relationship. That was a lot for Sagittarius, man. When I say a lot. How much shit this was? A lot. How many haters I got? A lot. Ask a fucking expert. Yeah, go to jtheemperor.com if you're interested in booking. I'm a damn